Hi everybody, Starlight Skies Tarot. My name is Michelle, and today, whenever this video finds you, we are doing a read for the new moon and the solar eclipse, but also for the spring equinox, which is tomorrow. So we have a lot of celestial energies, sun, the moon, and to me, equinox equals Mother Earth, Gaia. So a lot of the earth energies as well. Grounding would be a good time, especially at the equinox. Equinox is balanced days and nights, the fall. So that would be crystals to work with. To me, balancing would be the inner feminine and the inner the masculine. So on my other channel, the Saggy channel, I will be doing the feminine and the masculine energies, and any messages there, I consider those my twin flame. So I'm doing a read on that over there. So if you're Saggy, come follow me over there. Link will be somewhere. So let's begin. I picked a spread that symbolizes a little bit of what's going on here. I didn't want to overcomplicate it because I don't think that's necessary. I don't think you need to see the whole plan. I think a lot of us need to see the next step or the next direction. So hopefully, if you like my energy style and want to support this channel, it's free. Go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, come follow me on other platforms. It means a lot to me. I really gravitate to healing at a dark time in my life. So I fell in love with the tarot, and it's my hope to get refined, seasoned, in tune with the spirit, so I can give you accurate messages to give you hope, inspiration, maybe a little peek in the shadow, because we keep it real here. Don't sugarcoat anything. I don't think you'd want that, because healing sometimes is dark, messy, and sideways, but sometimes is necessary. So with that, let's go ahead and begin. We're going to do 4 cards, and then we're going to look at a message from the moon. Let me know what ritual you're doing. I think rituals are really good at this time, grounding, especially during these energies, but also it just helps anxiety. For me, I'm a big one on exercising. It helps me channel that energy. Used to be a very angry person, and when I fall off of that regimen, that ekes back. So you have to keep on the healthy way. You know, when you go sideways, you can always reel yourself back. Don't think it's ever all or nothing, because what I found is if you just show up consistently, even if it's a few minutes, you're still building towards that action, that whatever you want to attract and desire. Wherefore, that if you just don't do anything, you ain't doing nothing. So let's see what your external, what's going on for you externally. Let's get one more shuffle. I do a lot of pre-shuffling before I do these videos. I'm going to cut the deck. All right. So, my deck upside down. Your external is a lot of people, a lot of people are going inward, collectively, individually, trying to make sense of external chaos right now. This is new precedence. A lot of people are uncertain of things, uncertain of their jobs, their future, the economy. Where are we going? You know, is this the direction we want to be going? So you have a lot of people going inward, reflecting, like, is this really what I want to be a part of? Is this matching my core values? Is this who I am authentically? So how do you feel about what's going on externally around you with all this chaos and silence is what I'm, not a lot of much in between. So how do you feel about it? You're withdrawing. yeah, it leaves you very uninspired and bored, quite frankly. You know, the 3D, we have to live in it. But that doesn't mean we have to like certain things about it, right? This is where I catch myself. I'm not without shadow, and I'm very transparent on my healing, what I've experienced, what I currently go through. So I hold myself accountable. And I think that's missing from a lot of things. Yes, I come from a space of oneness where we all are a reflection of God. But for some reason, people do choose to cut off that connection from the divine and flow more to self-interest, self-identity. It doesn't always mean that you align with truth with that. So we always need a beacon, something to align and feedback. Is this taking me where I want to go? Or is this taking me in the opposite direction of where I want to go? So you're kind of feeling like, man, what's going on currently isn't your bag. It's not what you want to, it's not what you want to see. It's not who you are. So what do you need to release? What do you need to release? Heartbreak. Expectations. You have to allow people to be who they are so you can align with people who you're meant to be with. Sometimes people are only in our life for a season, for a reason, for a lesson, for a blessing. We're all connected in some shape, way, form, you know. So heartbreak really is that. It kills the ego. It humbles you. It's not pleasant, but when that heart breaks, it's endings, it's finality, it's clarity, it's something that was not aligned to you. You will survive heartbreaks. Yeah, so that's what you need to let go. You need to let go of that energy of expecting other people to be who you want them to be. Because we are seeing people, their true core. Good or bad is neither that nor there. My question would be go a little deeper. Why are you connecting to whatever you're connecting to? And base that on some kind of truth that doesn't sway and doesn't give a damn about what you think, but is the truth regardless. You need something like that. For me, it's manifestation. If I kind of waver, and I do, it's hard not to be a tarot reader and get caught up in collective energy and to really want to speak out. But I do, and allow myself to process shadow, but I reel it back in and realize people just have not, it's not only about ascension, it's about, what's that other A word I'm looking for here? Actualize. Actualize that they have the God spark in them. It's not out here, it's not up here, it's particles, it's in your heart. So I think religion has coddled a lot of people, and I think it's scapegoated Jesus for them not to go into their own heart and shadow. I think he came to be the example. He did not come to hold your non-accountability. And that's me calling my own self out. Food for thought. So, what do we need to embrace then? You need to work on balancing your time, your resources. Spirit's saying you need to, where are we at? Let go, embrace. Okay, you need to embrace, look at all the resources you do have. You know, Some may not be so obvious. Pentacles is time, energy. It doesn't always have to be money, but you know, money can be part of it. Pentacles is also your home. It's your relationship. But what I'm getting here is it's really about time and energy because of what your other cards are showing me. So it's just saying be careful. Energy flows where focus goes. You can be aware of what's going on, and if you don't like it, you can say, you know what, this is how I stand. I don't like it, without attacking other people based on your morality, your values. You know, we're all growing at different rates, and I certainly cannot coddle people if their energy is in a low vibe. I can certainly empathize and understand. We all carry trauma. We all have bonding, and we all are healing. But I'm not doing anybody any favors, not holding them accountable, and not speaking my truth. This is authentically what I believe. I stand by it. And, you know, if I'm wrong, I have emotional intelligence to say that I'm wrong. I've had to go back after showing my ass, my shadow, big time to people, and go back and say, you know what, that wasn't right. I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, blah. I was having a bad day, but you know what? That wasn't an excuse. I want to tell you I'm sorry. Yeah, I've had to do that. And I tell you, that's brave and courage to admit you're wrong and to refocus and recalibrate. There's strength in that. We carry a lot of shame, a lot of healing and things people have been through, toxicity. Like for me, I talk about my narc abuse. I was groomed in a narcissistic family, and I'll leave it at that. It's just is, right? I mean, it's just generational pattern curses, and I understand that. So, you know, it groomed me for a malignant narc spouse. So that took me down a whole gamut of darkness, hopelessness. I didn't want to be here anymore. It was so dark, being that controlled and not having any freedoms at all, and always being beaten down and felt less than. It was worse than death to me. So I'm so thrilled and happy somehow, some way I made it out of that. A lot of women don't. A lot of women, you know, these men are psychopaths, where, you know, how many women have tried to leave and gotten killed in the process. It's not a joke. These people, these entities, if they feel threatened, will attack. You know, it's not a joke. You know, narcissism is really dark, and it's people not holding accountability, and they're projecting a lot of that ugly, a lot of that trauma. I understand it. Doesn't mean I'm going to coddle you and tell you that's right, because it's not. Trying to control another human being so you can feel better about yourself is really low vibe. And you won't ever win in life in the long run. You'll have health issues. You'll have sickness. You'll have bad things. We all do. But it's ironic how karma, God is not without a sense of humor, that you don't find yourself in the same situation or similar to those who you're really cruel to. Food for thought, guys. So I want to leave you on that note. Let's see what moon message we have closing. And I wish you all a happy equinox. Get outside, ground. I'm going to be doing some crystals for my little ritual tonight with my son. We set an intention in the new moon. We dance and release. We do a candle ceremony, and we pray. We pray, and we pray for all. I always end on that. I always pray for open hearts and open minds, because only God can do that. I can't do that. I can only shine my light in what I believe and hold myself accountable when I'm less than stellar, right? Less than in alignment. There's no shame in that, guys. We all fall short. We all stumble. The shame is, like I said, projecting that shit on other people. And when it's your responsibility to heal, it's your responsibility to ascend. It's your responsibility to see the God spark within you. So what are we closing with? We have full moon in Taurus. Detoxify. Kind of makes sense because the cards are telling me a lot of people in the spiritual community are taking their energy back, focusing on where we want society and our reality to go, not hooked into the low vibe, being aware of it, praying for it, transmuting it in ourselves. And then I want you to hit the gas. I want you to step up. I want you to really, in this equinox, I want you to ground in your authentic self. Don't worry about what other people think or say or do. Yes, you will make mistakes. Yes, you will fall. Yes, you will be wrong at times. But what makes you different is you're not afraid of that. You're not afraid to show it, speak it, live it. People are afraid of the authentic people. It scares them. It kind of pisses people off, but that's because they've held their self back from their own authentic self for whatever reason. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. I hope you have a good equinox tomorrow. Get out. I am going to work with my Dalmatian crystal. It's a half moon, and I'm going to grab it right now. And that helps balances the masculine and feminine energy. That's what I'm hearing needs to be balanced at this time. Masculine, feminine within ourselves, and hopefully collective. Because feminine's really been oppressed for a very long time. Interesting facts without getting political. But, you know, a lot of women didn't have rights, like for bank accounts, to get homes or loans, or even to, you know, be able to leave their husbands financially until the 70s. That's not that long ago, guys. God is represented in the masculine and the feminine. Religion I have a problem with because it has taken many a woman and chained her to abusive situations, to be submissive to a